Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black with blue, and weighing in officially at 238.6 pounds. His professional record, 27 fights, 26 victories, including 14 big wins by knockout with only one defeat. Originally from Sweden, but now living, training, and fighting out of the Big Apple, New York City, New York, USA. He's ranked number 2 in the world by the IBF in the heavyweight division. He's the former EBU European heavyweight champion, Otto Wallin. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white and officially weighing in at 251 pounds. This Olympic gold medal champion now has a professional record consisting of 29 fights, 26 victories, including 23 big wins by knockout with 3 defeats. From Watford, London, England, the 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, AJ.
and he stopped Wallin from really committing to the shot. Of the fear of getting countered. You can see there, he's just putting the shots out, Wallin, just kind of putting the shots as opposed to committing to the shots.
It's an interesting game plan by Otto because coming in, I thought we'd see more of what we saw. We'd see more of what we saw against Boragasia where he was moving and staying away from these types of interactions. Instead, he's trading with a bigger puncher.
Joshua just missed with a big right hand. That's the game plan. You're going to see a lot of that right hand. It's intercepting anytime that Wallin's thinking of throwing his. Joshua's punching in between the shot.
Before the fight, Eddie Hearn told me Joshua in 4. He's predicting a 4th round knockout. We got half the round left to go.
I don't think he'll be at 4, but he's getting closer and closer with that right hand. And it's because he's been throwing it to the stomach that's opening up the chin shot.
He's getting closer with the feet as well, really starting to bring him in now.
Exactly, he's been doing that since the first round. Getting that foot closer and closer. You know that when you got a southpaw and left-hander, that foot position is important. Josh is doing the smart thing by sneaking that foot in.
And getting the variation with the right hand, starting to turn it into a hook as well. Upstairs now, always keeping Wallin thinking.
Wallin's got to get AJ's respect.
You want to see Joshua keep going downstairs with that right hand. Straight right hand, right to the chest and the belly.
I think Otto's going to stop being a stationary target, too. He's just kind of bouncing back and forth and giving AJ an easy target to hit.
AJ loaded up right there, not calling Bonds actually check hooking.
Wallin said that AJ's mentality is fragile, but right now it's Wallin who looks fragile. His face is looking pretty fragile.
That's the right hand.
Skimmed the face of Wallin just an inch away from AJ.
Joshua's barely been missing that since the first round. That's the money punch they've been working on. That's what's going to work for him tonight.
Yeah, he's not wasted anything at all, Joshua. Wallin's got to get some rhythm here. Far too easy for Joshua right now.
By the way, I want to apologize.
Just barely missed with that big right hand. That was planned on and worked out in the gym. That's beautiful power boxing by a power puncher in Joshua. Not falling off balance, barely missing with a knockout shot.
Round 5, and something has got to change for the big Swede here. As he meets another right hand to the body, Chris Mannix is scoring this fight unofficially, of course. How do you have it?
I've got it 4 rounds to none in favor of Anthony Joshua. Pretty easy fight to score at this point. I love his punch selection. He's going upstairs, downstairs, and I don't love see a big right hand from AJ there. Otto Wallin is choosing to fight this fight.
This is the AJ of old, almost. The way he's throwing the shots with real meaning.
I'm glad you said almost. Yes, I've seen flashes of it. But normally, he was coming in with a little bit more aggression with combinations. Right now, he's pot shotting with power. Beautiful shots. He's been doing that since the first round.
Just the turning of the hips, turning that back foot, committing to the shot is what I like from AJ.
Not only that, but his foot position, he's not falling off balance. I mean, it's a perfect torque of the right hand.
I think the only difference is there's a right hand for AJ again.
The only difference from the AJ of old is that the AJ of old was a combination puncher. We're seeing AJ land some big shots. We're still not yet seeing those combination punches.
And that's what I meant, exactly. Before, he would throw 5-6 punch combinations because he was still an undefeated fighter who was doing all the knocking out, one of the highest percentage knockout artists out there. But now, it's a more calculated pressure puncher.
Do you feel like Wallin's just trying to get through these early rounds to turn on late? Because he certainly hasn't been the offensive juggernaut we've seen in his past fights.
Yeah, he's not offering much at all. I did say in the build-up to this fight, he's very versatile. He can move, he can come forward, but this is the only real time that we've seen him on the front foot, but not offering anything in offense, not letting his hands go.
Perfect execution, punching in between the shot.
He's to bring the uppercut into play.
Right hook if you're Joshua.
Can he be that ferocious finisher that he used to be? Chris Mannix nods his head yes.
That sounds familiar. alternating the right hand from straight to around the guard.
And the uppercut, he needs to bring the uppercut into play, whether it's the left or the right. The elbows are wide of Wallin.
Otto Wallin so full of confidence heading into this fight, but AJ is literally beating that out of him right now. He looks like a wilting rose, fading away.
Yeah, the shots of Wallin coming back, they're weak. There's no power in the shots at all. Fantastic stuff from Anthony Joshua.
That left hook rocked Wallin out around the temple.
Looked at his nose. I think that might be broken. Knockout victory for Anthony Joshua.
That was the sharpest I've seen Anthony Joshua in a long time. Confident, powerful, sharp, game plan, everything was firing on all cylinders. That's an excellent performance. Joshua's back.
He needed a violent performance tonight, and boy, did he get it. Just look at the face of Otto Wallin.
It was about to get violent, I'll tell you that right now.
He delivered. He done his part. He done his part. He's saying he's back now. I agree. That was very, very good. That was a lot more spiteful than we've seen in a long time.
Well, he did his job. Unfortunately, Wilder didn't pick up his end of the bargain. So now do we perhaps see AJ versus Parker in the March?
In the
Will we
rematch?
see Hrgović? AJ Hrgović.
AJ Parker would be a rematch. I don't know if that's going to tickle.
Rankings. Philip Hrgović, he's the #1 contender. Anthony Joshua, come next month, could be the #2 contender. I think it's most likely at this point we see AJ Hrgović sometime next year.
That's why you're here, Chris Mannix. That would be a real banger. El Animal versus the perhaps revitalized AJ.
Maybe, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. That fight will make a lot of sense if he can fight down Iman and Joseph Parker on the undercard with another big fight, and then the winners can get each other. That makes all the sense.
And I'm all for that fight. That's a fantastic fight. It really is. That's fireworks right there.
AJ promised and AJ delivered. And let's watch the final moments of what turned out to be the final round. The referee goes over to the corner, and that is it.
For me, that's the right call, regardless of a nose injury or not. I was looking intently at that corner as he walked back. He was unsteady. He didn't really know where he was. And AJ was on the ascendancy. He looked very good. He was spiteful. He was enjoying himself in there, so.
That's the sharpest I've seen him in a while.
Joshua!
Well, this trip to Saudi Arabia certainly went better than the last trip for AJ as he lost in the rematch to Alexander Usyk, but tonight was certainly his night. And as I said, Sergio, he made it look pretty simple. Wallin didn't even look remotely on his level.
That's what happens when you're familiar with someone, and I was talking about that leading up to this fight. The fact that they sparred so many rounds, they fought as amateurs. Joshua knew what to expect, and there was a lot of confidence on Otto Wallin's part. The fact that he's been so active. Both these fighters had 3 fights in 2023. Wallin was actually coming off the best win of his career. Joshua just beat a good man.
Let's send it in the ring and Chris Mannix.
Anthony, congratulations. 3rd fight for you this year, 3rd win, 2nd knockout, but easily the best performance for you in 2023. How'd you feel about your performance?
I can't grade my performance. Ben Davison, Lee Wiley, Barry, my performance will judge that for me, and the fans at home, I'm sure they'll have a lot to say as well, so I'll leave it up to them.
We were marking ringside. We were talking ringside about how this seemed to be a lot like the old Anthony Joshua. Did this feel more like a throwback fight for you?
Not a throwback fight, just another fight. I respect Otto. Throughout the whole build-up, I was telling everyone, I need to focus on the man in front of me because I respect what he's bringing to the table, but not so much a throwback fight, just another day in the office.
What's your game plan for this fight coming in? You, Otto's had some success, moved around a lot in the ring. What was your approach?
Well, victory by any means. So when I pray, one of the things I know is that every cell, my spirit, my mind is leading towards victory. And like Otto, we just want to do whatever it takes to be victorious because in this game, it's a treacherous business. It's like snakes and ladders. one win gets you up the ladder, and a win takes you all the way back down. So all I want to do is just be victorious for as long as I can.
You've been familiar with him, fought against him in the amateurs, sparred against him. How useful was that, if at all, in this fight?
Yeah, so I was looking on the roster of heavyweights that have been on this card. I fought Otto, sparred with him, great fighter. Fought Joseph Parker, was going to fight Baby Miller, sparred with Dubois, sparred with Adjit. I've been around the block, man, so hard work, kids. Staying focused, dedicated to your craft will pay dividends in the long run. So yeah, I think I've worked hard in the short space of time I've been boxing, but all that history with Otto paid off today.
Take me through the final round of this fight when you were landing the shots that eventually caused Otto to retire on his stool. Did you feel like you were hurting him with a lot of those punches?
Let's not say Otto because he's a true warrior. I think the corner play a big role in what happens to their fighter so he can live to fight another day. But I'm sure he would have carried on, but it's all about your vision, your timing, your reaction. And I'm just a gifted fighter that has a special gift, and I use it to my best ability. I work hard, extremely hard, and if it works, it works. And today it was just my day, thank God.
You mentioned Ben Davison working your corner. You've worked with a few trainers over the last couple of years.
I'm searching for greatness. I'm searching for greatness. I'm not just hopping around and enjoying myself. I'm actually searching for greatness, trying to improve. And Ben Davison is a really good addition to my improvement. And the rest of the team as well, yeah. All the team at the Ben Davison Academy are great people, and they've helped me develop in a short space of time, as I'm sure you could see today.
So what was it like for you back there before your fight when I'm sure there was a monitor on there showing Deontay Wilder losing to Joseph Parker? What was it like to watch that right before your fight?
I wasn't watching. I just focused on myself, like the whole fight week. Let's do a tally of how many people mentioned my name this week. And I'm just sitting there focusing on myself because I know how important this fight is for me. I heard that Deontay lost, so what, he'll come back. But it shows that it's fine margins in this business. And I wanted to be victorious. I had to focus. No one's running, ducking from anyone. I told you, everyone that I've been in the ring with earlier, but I needed to focus on this man. But Deontay, everything that he said about me, I could rip him apart right now. But I'm going to take the higher ground, and I hope he comes back.
Where does that fight stand for you? I mean, there's been so many stops and starts with that fight over the last few years. Was that loss in your mind kind of the final nail in the coffin for that fight?
What? His loss?
His loss.
No, why would... Listen, look at the board this evening. You know, he's come back and you can do anything. Just don't give up. Keep on pushing, keep on striving. You can do anything. And if he wants, he can come back and he can fight another day. It's up to him. I'm sure everyone still wants to see that fight, right? Or do they want to see me fight?
I'm sure, Anthony, they want to see you fight. So, when you think about your career, does three-time heavyweight champion now something you're thinking about?
Well, you know me, I'm one step at a time, but that would be great. As I said, every fight leads towards the final destination. So if I can continue to be victorious, it just happens naturally. And if you don't, you go straight back down the ladder. So keep on praying, keep on working hard. To all the man them, all the gal them, I gotta stay focused. You know what I mean? Because I'm on a journey. You know, I'm on a journey and it's hard. So I'm gonna stay focused while I'm doing this, and let's see how far I can take it.
You got 3 wins in this year.
God is good.
Was this year, you didn't finish the year with a world title, but do you look at this year as being a success?
We've got bigger ambitions than that. So it is what it is. As I said to my brusky, Louis Farouk, I don't celebrate when I win these fights, I celebrate when I win the championships.
Congratulations, AJ.
Thank you everyone at home. Merry Christmas. Thank you to Otto Wallin and his team. We appreciate them. And thank you to His Excellency Turkey. Shout out to all the men in Saudi Arabia for holding us down this week. The best fight card in history. And we ended it with a bang. Boom.
All right, quickly, turn to Eddie. Your reaction to that fight?
He's back.